I was waiting for someone to say something. You gotta make your own fun. Hey everyone, welcome back to Ask an Engineer. I'm Al Eastler, an engineer. In today's episode, we are going to talk about kick and bass and whether to EQ one above the other. So if you like these videos, please like and subscribe down below so we can continue to make them for you. So EQing kick above the bass or bass above the kick. What do I do? When do I do it? It really depends on the song, so I won't do it one way every single time. But there's a couple of things to think about. Number one, I would look at how they were tracked. What are the actual sounds you're dealing with? Does the kick just naturally tend to sound lower than the bass? Is the bass like a very mid-rangey kind of forward sounding thing where you're gonna struggle to get low end out of it? Sort of let the sounds themselves dictate where they want to sit and then use that as a starting point. You know, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just not gonna force something. Like, I respect the space of the bass. Another consideration would be surviving on small speakers. Because most small speakers, which is what a lot of people listen to music on, just won't be able to reproduce very low frequencies. This might not be a huge concern, especially if you've kind of taken into account that already on all the sounds and you sort of have upper frequency elements to help them cut through. But it might be a consideration in terms of which of the two, kick or bass, do I want to survive best on a small playback system. And then the last consideration I would have is the tempo or the busyness of the part. Low frequencies, a lot of low lows, don't really lend themselves to quick parts. You know, there's a reason in metal, like the kick drum doesn't have a ton of low end. It's because it's just playing so quickly that those low frequencies would just kind of swamp the whole thing. So I would look at the parts that you're dealing with, and you know, if the bass is chugging away on eighth notes, but the kick is only hitting on like 1 and 3 or something, then maybe the kick is a better candidate to have those low frequencies, and you want to make the bass a little bit leaner so that the rhythm is a little bit more defined. You know, and vice versa. If the kick is a busy part, but the bass is just kind of holding down whole notes, I would swap them around, or I would at least, you know, strongly consider swapping them around. Basically, those are the two things I would think about the most is what are the parts I'm being presented with? What's the rhythm, and what is the basic sound of the instrument? And that's gonna kind of direct me as to which one I wanna kind of EQ above the other, or where I want them to sit in the frequency spectrum. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. If you wanna see more of them, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And feel free to leave any questions you have in the comment section below.